Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm always happy when you make time in your life to spend it with me and leave me comments and check in on what's going on. Today's video is the haul from CKC, Creating Keepsakes, and my shopping day with Tasha from A Date with My Craft Room. So get some coffee, put your feet up because I went a little crazy. When you pre-register for a conference, you typically get a bag and sometimes there's goodies in it. If you register for a crop or anything like that, it's very customary for there to be a bag of treasures. And we pre-registered and paid for the early admission. I think the total ticket with fees was $18. So this is the bag that I got right here, and it's a couple inches thick. It's a pretty good bag for paper crafters, right? I mean, they knew it was for us because it keeps your paper from curling over. You can buy a pretty good amount of paper and put it in there. And this die set was in the bag. A butterfly, I don't know if that shows, a bird, and a swirl. And if you've been watching my videos, you know I have purchased a ridiculous amount of butterfly dies lately. So I'm going to have to go through them, get it figured out, and share. Then I have an Echo Park bag here. And I was pretty excited because I don't ever recall going to any kind of scrapbook event and having Echo Park show up. There was an Echo Park booth, and of course they brought their Cartabella product too. There were 2 bags you could choose from if you spent $40. And Tasha and I, when we counted up our stuff, we had spent $80 exactly between the two of us, and so we just adjusted a little because I wasn't quite there, so she helped me get there. She picked the floral bag. I picked the polka dot. I don't know. I was a little torn on the floral. The only thing about this bag is the straps are a little bit short to go over your shoulder. So, in the Echo Park booth, oh my gosh, you guys, they had a good sized booth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6, like 6-foot tables, right? All spread out. Maybe more. There were stacks and stacks of paper collections. Not very many Cartabella. Maybe 4. Not too many in there. And so if you've been watching my channel, you know that the Cartabella paper the video is not going to do it justice. So it's just thick and wonderful, and I made one of my Christmas journals recently with it. It's just luscious. It is wonderful. So to be able to get Cartabella for the same price as Echo Park, which is still a really nice paper, it was super exciting. The collections were 4 for $20, which makes them $5 a piece, or I think there was another price that was even more where you could have pushed them down to $4 a piece, but I didn't need that many. And I'll show you what I got. I got Cartabella, not at all because I needed a wedding collection, but because I wanted the colors and I wanted this luscious texture. I was just looking at Cartabella. There was one that's about cooking. I don't really cook. There was this one, and I feel like there might have been one more that I already have. The other thing is we had a wonderful talk with the guy that was running the Cartabella booth. He talked to us about what goes to Tuesday morning and Hobby Lobby and how it works. And did you know, and Tasha will probably do a better job explaining this than I did, that Cartabella papers, maybe a couple years later, they'll get released and branded Echo Park. So she was thinking that she had gotten Cartabella paper at Tuesday morning, but it didn't have the same texture. And he said, no, if it says Cartabella on it and it's 12 by 12, it's always going to be the luscious texture. But several years later, it will come out as Echo Park. So I thought that was interesting. It kind of gives you an idea. And if you don't care about the texture at all, then don't worry about that. You don't have to be concerned. I'm not going to open up and show you every paper pack because it would take forever, and I don't know if you're interested, but I wanted to take a peek at this one. They did have sticker sheets there for the collections, like this page for $1. They were all the kind with the alphabets in them, and as I mentioned, I don't need more alphabets, so I wasn't very interested in those. They also had stamps and dies and ephemera and enamel dots, and I'll show you some of those. I just wanted to take a peek at these papers. Ooh, I like that one. Oh, that is beautiful. don't know that I'm going to use that one. Love that one. That's okay. Look at that. Wow. Can you tell? These are mason jars. There's like rows and rows. Well, technically, they're ball and mason. That is really kind of neat. Love it. And if you look at it, it's not very wedding-ish, right? So when you see paper, even if it's a wedding collection, if it's a very great price, really think about, could you use it for other stuff? You know, I might not use the save the date, but I could cut it off and use the days of the month and the floral. This is my favorite love story. That's just cute. I don't care who you are. Oh, look at that. And it's kind of girly colors for me, right? But it's a little more peach than pink. In Carta Bella, there's quite a bit of peach. So somebody that designs likes the peach. This is just a whole bunch of text. And it's not totally wedding-ish. It's more like romantic poems. I see E.E. Cummings and some others in here. Look at that. Okay, so these cut-aparts are very wedding-ish, right? Oh my gosh, I love this one. Love it. Okay, that's a funny B-side. There's not a lot going on. Okay, this one I'm probably not going to use. Oh, but that's gorgeous. So if I was making a journal or something, I could cut this up and then glue it on and you would just never see the back. Same for cards. So I really like that collection. That was definitely worth $5. Keep in mind, $5 is cheaper than Tuesday morning. And oh, you can't get Carta Bella at Tuesday morning. Okay, I picked up another Magic and Wonder. I had so much fun working with this collection. And I just think that I don't know if I'm going to use it right away. I do sort of have an idea for somebody, or if I'm just going to put it in my stash and save it, but I just couldn't leave it sitting there. Then I got this one. This is coffee, and the whole thing is about coffee, a perfect blend. Coffee is always a good idea. When life gives you lemons, give them back and tell them you want coffee. But first, coffee, friends, coffee and joy. It's always coffee time, coffee, keep calm and coffee on, coffee every day. Messy bun and coffee run. Coffee makes everything possible. You get the idea. I am a coffee drinker. Coffee and Diet Dr. Pepper. And I understand that, you know, some people have, you know, caffeine's not for them. And hey, that's great. And some people would rather drink alcohol. Honestly, I would rather have sugar. Then I picked up A Perfect Autumn by Alicia Gordon. This is the one with the fat owls, Sabrina. This isn't my absolute favorite fall collection because my most favorite ones have a little bit of blue in them, of course. But this is one that if I put this in my stash, I would be super excited when I opened it up next year to look. And it was $5 and I like it. And then I always like to look at the stickers. And again, I wouldn't choose the alphabet. It wouldn't be my first choice. Okay, but that's just me. If you guys are doing scrapbook pages and you're journaling all the time, then the alphabets are a fabulous way to go. Okay, we got to get moving. I'm taking too long. Enamel dots were $2 a pack. I picked these up because I think wedding day, I thought those would be similar to this and a lot of other collections that I have. And I'm still working on Christmas. I like enamel dots, you guys. I'm not good at Nouveau drops. Some things I don't want to use rhinestones and bling or sequins on. I really like enamel dots. And I know they're trendy and expensive, but that's okay. Okay, then they, like I said, they had a whole big container of stamps that you could go through and dies. The dies were $5 a piece, which I haven't ever purchased any Echo Park dies, but Tasha said they would be good, and everything else Echo Park is good, so she can't be wrong. I bought a thanks. I make a million thank you card. I have this one already. I wanted to compare. This one's a little smaller. Look, it's almost the same, but it's smaller. This bigger one sometimes is almost too big. Like, it is the whole card. I feel like this one I could do and then still have more going on. So I picked that up, $5. And then I got a Season's Greetings. And my friend Noni has a ton of dies, so she might already have one that I could have borrowed, but I just thought I would like to have one in my stash, and then if she likes this one, we can trade, or she can use it, or whatever. Anyway, it's really stuck on there, so you're just going to have to trust me. The packages are scaled at 90%, this one is, so it's a little larger than it looks on there. Then in the ephemera pack, it was mostly things, sorry, I don't usually open stuff up and show you, but I want to see this stuff. It was mostly things that I wasn't interested in the ephemera, but this one was dogs, a dog's tail, and I don't think I have this exact. I tried to avoid pet paper. There was also quite a bit of that in the Echo Park booth, but I tried to avoid it because of what I already have in my stash. But I thought this would go with a lot of the stuff that I have, so when I start actually using it, making cards, journals. See, I have this from Authentique that has quite a bit of navy in it, so I thought I would like it for these. And then I honestly could not remember what I had. I guess I don't have, maybe I should have gotten the dog one. I have this Playful Pets, 36 sheets, and it's cats and dogs. And then I have the Meow collection from Echo Park. So maybe I don't actually have the dog one. But I knew that I would use these with the papers that I already have. And you don't always have to match, right? You can just bring in the same theme, the same shapes, the same color palette. It doesn't have to be the exact same collection. So the ephemera packs were $2. And I think $2 is a fabulous value for those. Then we moseyed on down the way, and look what I got, you guys. There was dog washi in my video, in my shopping video, but I had already purchased this, and this was at Eyelet Outlet, so I think it was $1 or $2. I think it was probably $2 for this adorable dog washi. Look at that. And I was thinking it would be super cute with this one. It's kind of masculine, darker colors. It would be really cute with that. So I got some dog washi. I'm not going to stop buying dog washi. I'm still going to get more. Then Eyelet Outlet, I grabbed this for myself. I'm not going to show you things that I picked up for other people because I don't want my surprises blown. So at some booths I may have purchased more, but I just had to, leave it out. I picked this up. A lot of the booths, if you get in early and you pay attention to the coupons or just ask when you go in their booth, hey, do you have any early bird specials? This booth was 10% off, so even with tax, I think I paid $10.09. Tasha got a big roll of this, I think, a year ago at a different show, and she has really liked it. I want to use it for shaker cards. It is very narrow, so if you want to do a detailed border or something straight, I think some of my frustration with shakers is that I don't have the right products. So I'm trying some ideas from Sabrina K. Country Crafter, and I'm trying this adhesive, and we'll see what I think. Then Queen & Company. Now, I have a ton of Queen & Company stuff. So I was very specific about things I went looking for. I don't know if you recall, but I bought some of these flowers, and I think I used them all up on my 4th of July cards. And something else that I made, I love them. There's 11 pieces in there. I can't remember how much they are. You probably saw flowers in the video. They are not the best value in the world, but I absolutely love them. They make me happy. And so that's okay, right? This is probably like $10 worth of flowers. It's fabulous and fun. Then I got a jar of this stuff that Tasha was fascinated by. I had some of this stuff before, I think in red and pink, but I happy mailed it to somebody. So I don't think I have any. So I just got myself one clear to see if I would use it. Many times, Queen & Company and several others, they do a lot of buy X numbers of things and get more. I don't need more, so I just bought exactly what I wanted, regardless of the quantities and the sales and all that. So don't get sucked into that. If you don't want 4 or 5 or 7, don't buy 7. Then we got some lunch. We got something to drink. Get your mind clean. Just a soda. We didn't stop at a bar on the way. And we were rejuvenated. So we went to a Tuesday morning in Tacoma, Washington. My absolute favorite shopping area was a little bit north of us, but the traffic on a Friday, and I didn't think of the fact that it was a 3-day weekend, so it was too crazy. We couldn't do it, but we went to some of my favorite areas anyway. I didn't pick up a whole lot because, well, I don't need anything. I got some more Mary Days shakers. I really wanted some of these ones that have the gold in them, and there were packages that had more gold, but then look at these cars and houses. So I got cars and houses too. So just one pack. There were probably 4 different kinds, and I just thought, I don't need $12 worth of shaker stickers. My friend Noni hauled this die earlier in the week, and I saw it, and I don't have a sympathy die. And this maybe wouldn't be my first choice. I don't really like the font on the heartfelt. And in fact, sometimes I might take some scissors and just snip that bad boy off of there. And you can do that. And just say sympathy. And it was $2.49. There's the tag. So I thought that one was a good one. I've seen that in a couple stores this week. Then I finally actually looked at them and went, I'm going to buy those. The Tim Holtz page pockets. And I got them to go with this thing. I'm 99% sure that they go in here. I bought this when I was doing a Happy Mail and I couldn't fit this in here. And then I thought I'd make an embellishment book with it, but I just decided to get the pockets. So I'm hoping that these are the pockets that go in it. And I think there's 6 in here for $1.19. So 3 packs may be way too much, but we'll see. And 2 of them aren't divided at all. So you could put, I could cut some of my large dies and put them in there. And then this one, they're sectioned. So this one you could use for smaller dies or something else. So I thought that might be a fun Happy Mail project. On my list when I left the house that day, I realized I didn't have any red sequins because I tried to make a red and green thing and I didn't have any unless I picked them out of my 4th of July mix, which I was not willing to do. I picked up the green ones while I was at it. I love stars, you guys. You put stars in anything, I'll take it. And I got another one of these iris cases because I'm trying to get my room cleaned up. And again, they're $3.99. It's not the worst price ever, but I could have bought paper for that. Then here's a funny thing. This is a secret. Don't tell this one. I love jigsaw puzzles, and my husband only does one for Christmas with me. And we're going on a trip this year, so I'm going to buy this. And what I was thinking was I'm going to open it up maybe and flatten the box and put the bag in my suitcase and then pull it out, and so we can still do it even though we're on a trip. He's not going to like that plan, but I'm really excited about it. It's only 550 pieces. It's one evening. You sit around and drink hot chocolate, and it's wonderful. And it's one of our Christmas routines, even though he doesn't love it. In the end, we usually take pictures of us and the puzzle, some selfies, and sometimes there are a couple dogs. It's crazy. Snuck that in there for fun. I know, we're still going. Then Tasha took me to Artco. And Artco, I've heard her talk about in her videos, is a store near her. It's not a chain. I don't know if there are any others in the area, but so it's in the Tacoma area. It was a joy. It was full of Authentique, Graphic 45, Cartabella, and Echo Park, and Tim Holtz. Pretty much all my favorite brands. Whoever is doing the buying for that store had fabulous taste. And I really like this Tonic Craft Perfect paper for die cutting different metallics. It's sturdier than most. Now this one is dented up, but part of that is my fault. It's much sturdier. A lot of your glitter papers or shimmer papers, they're flimsy and they're tough to layer with. This Tonic paper is wonderful, but you can't get it very many places. You either have to order it online or you have to get it at the right stores. So I was super excited. They had a bunch of colors. There were a couple booths at CKC that had this, but for the most part, they were the gold, either they had run out of or the colors were a little odd. So there was one where I was going to go back and I just forgot. That had been on my I want to pick that up somewhere or order it list for a while. I really loved Artco. What it made me realize was it's a lot like Craft Warehouse in my area. It's a small private store and typically managed by somebody with good taste. Which, I mean, that makes all the difference in the world, right? If they buy a bunch of ugly paper, then it doesn't work. I looked at this at Artco and didn't buy it. And then when I was heading down the freeway for many, many, many hours, I stopped at Craft Warehouse and they had a coupon. And again, this is Cartabella. I did not need more winter paper. This might be a December daily for me or a winter journal. Somebody was talking about making a winter journal and I thought, oh, that sounds fun. So let's open this up and take a peek. And at first I was looking at the collections, but they had the whole thing. You'll notice the stickers. See how many stickers there are that I will actually use because there's no alphabet. So there's a lot of small stickers. This would make really, really beautiful cards, but I'm probably going to hoard this or make something for myself. So I'm probably not going to make cards with it. Snowmen, snowflakes, snowflakes, snow. Look at that. It's like branches. And it's a little bit teal-y. It's a light blue and teal. There you go. There's the color palette better. And mountains. That one, I'm not really sure what I'll do with unless I use a journal. That would be a really neat journal cover, wouldn't it? You could cut it maybe about here and you'd have the mountains and the ski lift and the village. Yeah, maybe. I'm not a skier, you guys. But I like to sit in the lodge or cute stores and have hot chocolate and a bunch of sweaters. What's on the back of that one? Ooh, love that one. I love the nature prints that bring in multiple colors. That one is gorgeous. There we go. That's cute. Maybe a little too cute for me even. Love it. Love, love, love it. Snow much fun. Fun with friends. Hello winter. Let's play. Keep warm. Very, very cute. I might have to get some loose sheets of this too. Oh, this is adorable. Hello, winter, together at last, cozy blankets, sit by the fire, cold, let's play, winter magic, chill out, freezing, snow much fun, warm up with me, fun times ahead. Oh my gosh, you don't want me to read it all to you, but trust me, it's cute. Okay, and then more trees and snowflakes. Okay, so we've gone around. Yeah, we've gone around again. Oh, look at that plaid. There are not a bunch of duplicates in here because some of those I don't recall seeing. So very, very cool. Love that collection. I'm super excited that I got that one. I know, I'm terrible with the winter collections. Now, this is a kind of Craft Warehouse type deal. They do amazing sales. These stamps were 50 cents a piece, and this one says, warmest holiday wishes, and is a darling little snowman. I love snowmen because you can color their scarf and hat about a million different ways. It's not too much coloring. So I really like snowman stamps. And look at this one. I probably shouldn't have showed these to you because I might happy mail them to somebody, but they're just so cute. I had to share with everybody. Merry Woofmas. And he has reindeer ears and a scarf on. That is crazy cute. This company, hot off the press, is near me. They're Canby, Oregon. So they do a lot of really good sales through Craft Warehouse. Great stuff. Thanks so much for watching. I think that's it. I'm looking around. I think that's it. I hope you had some fun watching. And for those of you who are doing the No Spend November, don't let me mess with you. You stay on track. You guys are doing great. And you'll have the cleanest craft rooms and the best stash usage ever. And I will probably still be cleaning my craft room next weekend. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.